Not sold on the head though. Kind of like that one. That's got a real vibe to it, doesn't it? Let's do a headband too. That looks pretty fly. Do we have like a red one? Bro. Yes. You look very Chadley. Very Chadley. I'll take it.
Take care now.
I look like I should be in some kind of like stage play for a Greek Roman show or something. I love it. All right, let's go. This looks badass. All right, so we're going back to here first. Here? Here. Let's do you. Then you. Then you. Then you. I think we're done with this area. We want to the next one. Is Cohh 100%ing this game? Well, I mean, I'm really enjoying my time in it right now. I'm really enjoying doing the world completion stuff. Will I enjoy doing this all the way to the end of the game? I don't know, but I'm digging it now. Yep. Nope. Delicious. Can you make a Kiryu-chan in this game with the character creator? Probably. Probably. Are there hard bosses in this game? Oh man, we fought a boss yesterday that I probably died 30, 40 times on. There are absolutely hard bosses in this game, yes.
There's a fair wind. You can practice gliding here. Why don't you give it a try? Okay, I'll get things ready.
Swole Plague Doc, thanks for your Prime sub, dude. Thank you, thank you. Hey, dude. Just want to say how much I appreciate that message, Hit Manatee. Thank you, man. And welcome to our community here on Twitch. That is awesome. I really appreciate that, dude. Glad you're enjoying the show. Here we go. Dude, this is horrible. Hey, there you go. Beautiful. We'll take it. First try. Actual first try.
Amazing! It's like you are born.
I feel like they copied the gliding stuff from Hogwarts Legacy. Brother, not to blow your mind, but gliding has been around in games for like literally 3 decades. I mean, I think there was like a gliding mechanic in the original Deus Ex. It's not a thing. Yeah. That's one of those general mechanics that's been iterated on about 1 million times over the years. Yep. And for the record, it is more than okay when a game yanks something from another game. If they can make it fun and interesting in their own game, more power to them. Game design is all about iteration. It's all about taking what works and making it better, or just making it more awesome. So that, I mean, if even if it was a direct ripoff from Hogwarts, great. Like, I love the gliding in this game, so obviously it's working well for them. That's awesome. It matters not at all. Let's go to here first, because I keep forgetting to do this. So let's do it now. So first we're going to do this one hit, which will open this up, which means we can finally increase health recovery when using medicine. Yes. 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 So now we're at 12%. Or maybe I think we're at 9%, and we're going to get up to 16 in another 15 int skill points. Good God almighty. I do want this. 15% extra damage with status ailments. That means if we set an enemy on fire, they will take a bunch more damage, which is great. Now, what we need to do is there anything I can get that makes it so I set my enemies on fire faster? Are there any skills anywhere that make it so my status stuff applies quicker? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh my God, that's amazing. You have 5 dex points? Nothing really to spend on right now. What is this? I mean, we could get that. I feel like there's better options. Increase your key recovery speed after successfully executing a critical hit. Yes. Okay, that's great. Awesome. One day I'll get a third spear style. If it exists. Would be nice. Arma acquisition. But only up 1%. What new items do we have? Super endurance remedy. Oh, we gotta check this real quick. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Oh. Sure. Let's get that. That may add up. That may add up. Okay. Next up. Where's number... What do we got? We got a 4 and a 3. Let's do the 3 first. So you can die from fall damage. Oh. Well, that's good to know. I didn't know you could die from falling damage. Ow. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm taking a picture. What am I taking a picture of? Boop. Beautiful. Great. Okay. Now let's go back up to here. Hey, Ham, what's up, buddy? Worth. Hi, kitty. Such a cutie. No. Okay. Beautiful. Another. Dude, I've never understood this. How is there a plant called rapeseed? I mean, that's not the first time I've seen that, but like, how does that happen? Did that word not exist when they named the plant or something? Like, what? What? I know it's a real plant. I know, and I've always wondered, how does that happen? Like, it's a really old name? Is that what it is? It's just a super, super old name? I don't know. It's always been so weird to me. It's been so weird to me. Yeah, definitely not the first time I've seen it. Let's go to, let's see. We can't just start in the next region, but I kind of want to get this quest knocked out because I have no idea what it is. Let's go do that now. Let's go do that now. Let's go knock that quest out. How many zones do we have left? We've got this zone here. We've got a treasure chest we still haven't uncovered here somewhere. So we have 1, 2. Get that one. We already did that one. I think we only have like 3 zones left. And 2 of them are like already done basically. Wow. Okay. Well, hell yeah. I was going to go talk to my cat lady, my crazy cat lady. Let's do that. Oh, in Latin, rapa, R-A-P-A, means turnip. It comes from that. That makes more sense. Oh. Now, we've gotten a mission back there before, and it was the mission where the guy tells you to go murder his 3 friends with guns. I wonder if this is going to be the exact same thing. Or can different events spawn in the same place? Let's find out right now. If this is the guy telling us to murder his 3 friends, then it's the same event.
Please
No, it's not!
this.
Look at this!
Both of you!
Stay out of this, you hear?
Dang! Can I key pulse with my fists? Dude, unarmed is good? What's going on here? Wait a sec. Dang.
You did it! Oh, thank you so much!
Cool.
It looks like no one was injured. You're most impressive!
I love when we do stuff like that and they give us actual dialogue. Oh. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Okay. Character looks like an 80s movie hero. Yeah, he does. And yes, before your next question, I do love it. Yes. Ah, there it is. Said to believe in ourselves, chat. Good morning. This is the Shogunate. Kindly stop doing main quest. Arigato. From Inexoria. Thanks, buddy. Sounds good. Oh, that's murder. But I did get some nice riding boots out of it. My wife would be thrilled. Okay, back to my crazy cat lady. Good morning. I've read that Ubisoft reportedly is revoking a game, The Crew, from owners' libraries, a game that people spend a lot of money on. You know more about this, and if it's true, what's your opinion on buying games digitally that might be deleted any time in the company's win profitability? So, first of all, I haven't heard about what you're specifically talking about. I did hear that there was this big fiasco where Ubisoft said they were going to be removing things, but it later turned out that they meant that they were only going to be removing things from accounts that like hadn't logged in for 2 years or something. Like, it turned out to be not quite as bad. I don't know if this is a similar situation where they're only removing the crew from like certain accounts under certain situations. Or I don't know if they're just, you know, actually doing a corpo thing and taking people's money and making it useless. The only thing here that I see as a real sticking point is, if I'm not mistaken, the crew is online only, which means it's costing them money to keep it running. So the part that really sucks here is that the company is not liable. When you buy an MMO, you're buying that MMO and paying for the month of that time. Like the unfortunate reality of the situation is you can never expect a company to keep servers up forever. And that sucks. It sucks, but that's just the reality of the situation. Now, on that note, in a situation like this, where people have not only bought the game, but also spent a ton of money on cosmetics and stuff, the right solution to this would be to spend the money and resources to make the game playable offline, and then allow players to do an offline version indefinitely. That's what the right answer would be to this. And maybe even take it a step further and put in some kind of peer-to-peer system. So if people want to play multiplayer, they can play with their friends directly. They just can't use the official servers that are costing them money. So that would be my take on the situation. Whenever a player buys an online game, there is an unsaid agreement between the player and the dev that they will be able to play that game to at least the point where they feel that they have value in the purchase. But unfortunately, the reality of the situation is no online game will ever be online forever. So every company is going to treat the end of that relationship differently, and I think that speaks very highly about the company. I think some companies are going to do that right, and some companies are going to do it wrong. I think from the sounds of it, from what I'm seeing in chat, if Ubisoft really is planning on just turning the game off and removing it from people's accounts, I would say arguably that is the worst possible way you could handle that situation. I would argue that that is the worst possible way to do that situation. That there are an infinite amount of ways that you could better interface with your players, give your players the value they bought. Like there are countless ways that they could do it better than just doing it. But from what chat's saying, they already have. That's just what they're doing. So, wow, does that suck. There you go. So what this should tell you, as a player, and every single gamer should know this. Every single gamer should know this. If you ever buy an Ubisoft product that is online only, it will be removed without any of your permission from your library in the future at some point. So anytime you buy an Ubisoft product for an online reason, just keep in mind, it will be removed from your account without your permission at a future time. That is now we know that is how Ubisoft does it. So just keep that in mind. That applies to all online games? Absolutely not. Have you been listening at all to what I've been saying? This does not apply to all online games and does not apply to all companies. Every company could do it differently. Will it apply to a lot of online games? Yes, and that sucks. Are there companies out there that will do things to their end-of-life online products to somehow establish value in their community and the people that love them and support them? I guarantee you some companies will do that. But we know one of those companies is not Ubisoft. For instance, let me give you an example. One day, Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76 are going to shut down. I am pleading with Bethesda, when that day comes, make offline versions of those games so your fans can still explore those worlds that you've made. And if they do that, that is a completely different way to end of life your product than say what Ubisoft is doing with the crew. Those are two night and day ways to sunset your online product. One is giving access to people who have bought your product to still use it. The other is the opposite. So yeah, like to go back to Tarquinius's point, yes, all online products will eventually end, but no, how they end will be dependent on the company, and there will be very, very different ways that they end. Yeah. Are we canceling Ubisoft? No, you guys got to keep in mind.
Thank you for coming.
Ubisoft is not evil. Ubisoft is neutral corpo. They're not evil. They just don't care about you, and they don't care about They're products. They're there to make money. They're a neutral corpo. That's their alignment. Their alignment is neutral corpo. They just don't care. There's a difference between evil and not caring. now, granted, there's arguments between there, but just keep in mind, like, they're just They're just super corpo. That what they did with the crew is the most corpo move they could have done. Like, nothing back to the players, nothing. Save money, turn it off, shut it down, take it off their accounts, and we'll never talk about it again. Like, that's just as corpo as it gets. So, you know, like, it again, make sure let's save the big E word for actual evil. You know what I mean? Let's save that word for when it actually applies. And let's be realistic about the situation. Ubisoft doesn't care about us, and we don't care about Ubisoft. Done. Okay, we've established our relationship. So, and if you want to buy from companies that care more about you, just, you know, that's now a factor in your purchasing decision. If it's not, then don't. And it's that easy. It's that easy. Yeah. There are evil devs in our industry that are doing things to actively profit from or screw players, like crypto and NFT scam games and stuff like that. Those things are evil. Those are people trying to hoodwink and steal and fool people. That is evil. Ubi is just corpo. They're just straight up corpo. Neutral, money first corpo. So, yeah.
Drinky time.
And I mean, let's be real. That's the inevitable ending of all major corporations at the end of the day. It's an unfortunate reality of the world we live in.
I
So,
see.
Ubisoft has definitely gotten to the point where it's just a giant
Farewell,
corporation.
then.
There are still people that work at Ubisoft that care about their products. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, you know, everyone there is. But I mean, the people that run the company obviously are there to make money. I mean, hell, it's got a board. They're beholden to the board. Like, you know, that's just how it is. Just how it is. Stealthy says, I don't see a problem with shutting down a game that has 2 sequels. Definitely a racing game that has an extremely small player base. See, here's the thing. So I think there is a crew 2, and maybe even a crew 3. That's cool. But the smart move, the good move, the we're a good company move would be to sunset the crew and give all active players, or hell, all owners, a copy of the crew 2. And then when you sunset the crew 2, you give all active players of the crew 2 a copy of crew 3. But by that point, crew 4 or 5 will be out. So everyone's spending their money on that. So I mean, again, there's so many better ways to do it. You know, like the telling players, we're going to take the item you've spent money on, but you have the option to give us more money for a better product. I mean, again, that's just pure corpo. That's pure corpo. So, like, we'll give you the opportunity to buy a better product. Nah, man. Like, that's nothing is done in that situation about the money you've already spent, which is the big thing. The important part is establishing value to what the player has already given to the company. And granted, you could argue that hopefully they got their value out of their purchase, but we all know that's not always the case. Let's go do this. And we'll warp here to get there. How dare you give me a dose of harsh reality so early in the morning? I'm sorry. Somebody asked a really good question about the crew, and we just talked about it for a little bit. Yep. Job's done, though. Job's done. Where is the no rest for the Wicked link? The link for my referral link will be co.tv/no rest. All one word. However, it's not up yet. If you go to that, the link is down. So we're expecting the link to be up around noon, but we'll see, right? That's the link. Yeah. Cohh, I remember sentences like that for other things. I don't see a problem with horse armor in Oblivion. It's just a little addition. Nothing will change. Then stuff trickle down and gets worse. So I fully support getting mad at the beginning. Yeah, I mean, Julia, it's not only getting mad, it's just making sure you're mad at the right things is just as important as getting mad. Does that make sense? Like, sometimes we're a lot worse off when people get mad at the wrong things. The actual thing they got mad about at the beginning gets totally missed. So, yeah. But I agree with you. I completely agree with you.
With this discovery, you will have access to coal in Japan. You shall never need to worry about fuel again.
You have not disappointed me.
Please continue to look into this matter.
Well, speak of the devil. My friend, perhaps you would like your reward now.
I would.
Take a gander inside. There. See? I told you I was no
This
liar.
is the guy we saved, and he promised us a big reward.
Commodore, this is my, excuse me, our friend
Thanks,
I was
K-Dragon.
telling you about. It's thanks to them we were able to secure the coal. Mark my words, your fame is about to far exceed your brother's. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to. Till next time.
Bucker says, corporate evil like the ex-CEO who suggested there should be an option to tip devs if you think you didn't pay enough for the game itself. Wait. You're saying it's evil that the CEO suggested that there be a way to give developers more money? Is that that's the Mike Ibarra thing from Blizzard, right? Yeah, that was Blizzard. So that see that thing here's the thing. I'm not going to talk too much about this because this goes into tipping culture, and tipping culture, especially considering we're a very global community, is a discussion in itself. So instead of getting this, and for the record, funny enough, my community, a lot of people don't know this. My community is 51% EU. Technically, the EU hold a controlling faction of the coalition because of when I start every day. So, funny enough, what that means is that as probably around half-ish NA and half-ish EU, half of us have been living with tipping. I tipped 5 times yesterday. And the other half would literally burn this country down to not have tipping in their world. So it's kind of like, instead, we couldn't even talk about the Mike Ibarra quote without like settling continental arguments first on tipping. But no, anyway, TLDR, as somebody who's grown up in tipping culture and is okay with it, we have talked about on this channel in the past of ways to directly support the developers, not the companies, the developers of games in the future. Like, for instance, if I could go to a company's website of a game I just played that I loved the artwork of, and I could throw a $50 tip at the art team of the game, that'd be kind of cool. Now, the argument, of course, is just pay them better, right? And I mean, that's the argument with tipping. But the option of being able to give money directly to the people actually making the game, I mean, I like that idea. I love that idea. I love the idea of playing an Ubisoft game and then getting to the end and being like, man, I really like that story. Here, writer of the game, is $100. Great work. Please keep writing stories because I loved playing your story. Hey, that's cool. I like that idea. Would you have to do that? Obviously not. But I mean, a lot of people like that idea. It's if you don't like it, don't do it. That's fine. But I mean, the people that like that idea and participate means more money to the people making the stuff we love. Is there a downside to that? Is that bad? Just to have that option there? I don't know. Like, I think that's an interesting discussion. But again, that ties into like if you even think tipping is okay. I'm talking way too much during this playthrough and not playing the game enough. I'm going to focus on that. You guys need to. What is it about this game that you guys keep asking me like questions about like this stuff? What is going on? Can we just chat? Can we just play the game, please? Can we please just focus on the game? I'm getting tired of this. All right. Anyway.
I heard you helped Samuel out.
This whole playthrough has just been me yapping away about random shit. Okay, anyway.